Welcome to the dawn of the new era of space exploration. This is a period of time where we are ready for the next big thing. The new space commercial industry is a $400 billion industry and growing. It is packed full of opportunities for the next generation. It is an example of what is possible, something we'd call next. The next big idea, the next big thing, the next opportunity to do something amazing. Humanity's needs for connectivity, remote sensing, and collaborative planning to protect our Earth and its climate is critical to the 3.6 billion jobs that are available to our generation today. In order to embrace this opportunity, there are a few characteristics that are going to be very, very important. We call this critical thinking. Critical thinking is the nexus between today and our solutions to our problems in the future, which we have no idea what they're going to be. And those things include intention, persistence, and collaborative leadership. These are at the nexus of being able to identify problems, work collaboratively with other experts to solve those problems, as well as thinking outside the box. We know that the next generation that is coming along will be faced with these types of problems. And the key and primary talent they need is critical thinking. Yeah, they have a passion for fashion, sports, entrepreneurship, the law, or medicine. But we know that as we plan for space exploration, commercial space exploration in particular requires a multitude of talents. And we are building a pipeline for the next top tier group of youth to be able to blend their passions with the needs of commercial space. We know for sure that the next generation, Gen Z, as they call them, are on track for being one of the largest generations, larger than baby boomers. We know that this group will be filling 3.6 million jobs in the world of computing, data science, and industry. With this in mind, we decided to start an organization called Interstellar Dreams. Interstellar Dreams is a metaphor for explaining that we must think outside the box, and if you can think a thought or solve a problem that would get you to the moon, to another star, or to another galaxy, then you have everything you need to solve problems in your community. And so we use the term interstellar interchangeably with the word possible. If you can think it, you can do it. However, with that said, we also know that the Earth and the universe beyond belongs to everybody. And we know currently that the majority of aerospace workers, 87%, are male. What a wonderful opportunity for the next generation of young women and girls. So we think that it's important to understand that there is more to aerospace, and there's a lot involved in STEM. And if we put the two together, we find out that NASA and other commercial space organizations need the next generation of thinkers, critical thinkers. As a matter of fact, we want them to mix together their innate ability to redefine reality as we know it. That's when you blend augmented reality with virtual reality, which we're known today as the metaverse, where you can go in and solve problems in a real world environment. And since this new generation is beginning to blur the lines, we know for sure that this is a superpower once it is connected with critical thinking. When you are a critical thinker, we have used a group of specific behaviors that we call literacy or interstellar thinking. And these 6 pillars drive our organization. We know for sure that design thinking, which was developed by Stanford University experts, that this is a process of problem solving, problem identification, an opportunity to find out where is the flex point. And we know for sure that design thinking has various steps in it for a group of people to come up with creative and innovative solutions. We also know that you must set goals, not just goals, but you have to set lofty goals and you must have a plan to achieve them. This is not pie in the sky. This is not pipe dreaming. This is coming up with a lofty goal and a plan to execute. Persistence behavior, because you know this isn't easy. Anytime you're trying to leave the planet, this is hard. We expect hard. But if you have specific persistence behaviors, which means you know what to do when you don't know what to do, and you are not deterred, you keep going. We believe these are critical thinking behaviors. Precision and accuracy. I mean, it takes a lot to get something to leave the planet and actually land where we want it to land, on another planet. So precision and accuracy is very important to put with your dreams. We absolutely know that collaborative leadership is the hallmark of a successful group or team to accomplish what you want to accomplish. NASA is a perfect example of how a group of people come together with their expertise to get a rocket to leave the Earth and go to the moon. We also respect each other's gifts and talents and know that they're all important and valuable to the team. And then you must be able to communicate that information to others so they understand, appreciate, and engage. Now you might say to yourself, she's just into engineering. She probably wanted to be an astronaut. And the answer is absolutely not. No to both of those. As a matter of fact, I grew up not even looking at the stars. I never got a chance to see the stars because I lived in an urban environment. This urban environment had light pollution. And so looking at the stars was not a pastime. It was not something that we did. It wasn't until I went to college. And I went to a college in rural Massachusetts where we, on our weekends, would do all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, I was so excited about my dorm, I had a lake behind my dorm and lots of trees. So as you can imagine, if this is the building I grew up in and all the lights were on all the time, that was new to me. I met some wonderful people my freshman year, especially that first week. And a group of friends came knocking on my dorm door and said, "Hey, let's go hang out." I said, "What are we doing?" They said, "Well, we are going behind the natatorium, behind the building, and we're going to lay out on the grass and we're going to look up at the stars. I have to tell you, this was not a good idea. As a matter of fact, I looked at them as if they were strange. Coming from this environment, going behind a building on purpose in the dark is not something I wanted to do. However, because they're wonderful lifetime friends today, I went with them reluctantly. When I got back there, it was as dark as I knew it was going to be. We laid out on the grass. I had my eyes shut really tight because I'm worried about, do you know who's going to see us back here? Once I did open my eyes, one little bit at a time, and I looked up at the sky, I said, oh my gosh. As a matter of fact, I was afraid. I was frightened. I was very, very uncomfortable. This was not something I had ever done. And it blew my mind when I saw all those stars. As a matter of fact, it was the first time I saw the Milky Way, where I thought that was a cloud. I didn't realize that that was galactic dust. And as they talked me through what I was looking at, I said, this is amazing. As a matter of fact, as an adult today, I would say it was transformative. I was transformed. And as I was transformed, I realized this was going to be my future. And to this day, with my nonprofit organization called the Interstellar Dreams Space Center, we are on a path to reach out to 1 million youth from middle school to college to build a pipeline of top-tier tech experts that are looking to blend their love for fashion, the law, medicine, food, and the environment to help NASA prepare for the next iteration of what the space exploration period is. This is going to be a place that will be using experiential learning, simulated opportunities, in a problem-based environment. This is a room, several rooms that will be wrapped in LED technology. One of the rooms will be a mission control room. Another room will be space station for the purpose of letting them know that they are going to engage real-world work. We are being guided by NASA content experts and commercial space experts that will design missions for Mission Command, who will be communicating with people on the moon in their planetary habitat. This other room, called a planetary habitat, that will also be wrapped in LED. So you believe you're on the moon. You believe you're on Mars. But you have a purpose. You have research, and you will be communicating using those 6 pillars that we talked about. We have our first iteration at George Mason University at this time, where we've started with Mission Command. And this room is designed to communicate with another remote room to reenact real NASA missions, to reenact real commercial space problems. And we are encouraging the next generation to come and bring together their passions and love with what the needs of interstellar dreams and the new space economy we call cislunar economy. So, when a situation like looking up at the stars happens, we know that it can change a life. It changed mine. And what I'd like for you to do is to think about the possibilities. If you have a phone right now, would you take it out for me? And on that phone, if you should happen to have a flashlight, I would like for you to hold your phone up. Just like Interstellar Dreams is a metaphor, this light today is your first step to joining us on our journey. This light represents your inner light, your students' inner light. And we'd like for you to share this with people who are not in your family. Tell them, stay with your light. This light will guide the world. Thank you.